با سلام خدمت دوستان و هموطنان عزیز. روائی هستم، مدیر و مؤسسه زبان انگلیسی ونکوور TESOL Training Centre. تا به حال 2 قسمت در مورد آشنایی با آزمون سلپیپ رو مشاهده کردیم. این قسمت سوم هستش که مطالبی رو در مورد آزمون لیسنینگ خدمتتون ارائه میده. امیدوارم که مفید واقع بشه. ممنون.
The listening test. The listening test measures how well test takers understand English that is used in typical day-to-day situations. How much can they comprehend when people express opinions, preferences, or viewpoints? In social or workplace situations? Will their listening skills help them respond appropriately to questions, comments, or suggestions? Each part of the listening test measures certain listening skills. While there is some overlap from one part to another, there is also a different focus for each part. Brief description of the listening test. There are 6 different listening question types, one of which will appear twice on the test for test development purposes. There is also a practice task at the beginning of the listening test, so there are 8 parts altogether: practice task, parts 1-6. And one final part that resembles one of the 6 main parts and is used for test development. It takes a maximum of 47 minutes to complete all 8 parts of the listening test. The chart on the next page provides details about each part of the test. The listening time column includes the time needed to listen to the audio clips and to select an answer. Test takers will hear each audio clip through their headset once only, and they will not be able to read it on the computer screen. There will be a short orientation statement telling test takers what the audio clip is about. This also gives them a few seconds to make sure they have all their attention on listening to the audio clip. Once test takers leave a page, note that they cannot go back to it to change an answer. They can only move forwards throughout the entire listening test. The listening test is multiple choice and is automatically scored by the computer. Test takers who do not know the right answer have nothing to lose by taking their best guess, since there are no deductions for incorrect answers. Unscored listening part. As mentioned above, each test taker will encounter all 6 different types of listening questions on the official test, one of which will appear twice. 6 of the 8 test parts count towards the test taker's listening score. One part is for practice purposes only, and one part will not be scored because it is used for test development. There is no way for test takers to know which of the 7 main parts of the test, not including the practice task, will not be scored, since the placement of this part will rotate from test to test. Therefore, test takers are urged to make their best efforts on each of these parts, and Celpip instructors need to ensure their students understand and are prepared for each of the 7 main parts of the listening test. Difficulty level. It is important to tell students that each part of the listening test is a bit harder than the one before because the test increases in difficulty throughout. Parts 1-3 will be somewhat challenging for a Celpip level 4. Parts 4 and 5 will be very challenging, and Part 6 will almost certainly be the most difficult of all. Instructors need to assure students that this is normal, and that it is not necessary to do well on all 7 parts of the listening test to get a Celpip 4 or even a Celpip 7.